Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramna, Ramna Ramna, Hare Hare. Thank you, family, friends, and those that can see our frequencies and hear our sounds. We're giving you a vibration from this app called The Pattern. It takes your solar return, your information, and it gives you very well thought out, detailed information. So facing your fears is what we're going. This is the last day of facing your fears. During these past few days, it will feel like there was heavy energy in the air that was hard to escape. Perhaps the despair in the world seems more evident. And while this may be a familiar feeling due to recent events, it can still feel shocking or even devastating. Right now, you may need extra courage to really see what's happening and to look inside. To look inside yourself for anything that you've been afraid of or unwilling to face. This is a time to have compassion for yourself. Thanks, Nah, I appreciate it. It is. It's one of the dopest apps ever. This is a time to have calm passion for yourself, but it's not a time to try to heal, fix, or change anything. You may want to make things better, but it's best to resist the temptation to act now. Try to remember that other people are also having this experience. It is not necessarily intended to be personal. Nothing here that the collective is feeling is personal. That's why I'm going to read some from my, my pattern is major life changes. There's some major life changes that you was a part of that I'm excited about. I'm actually super duper excited about the fact that I'm able to get my children to align with partnerships and content that is going to be stimulating of the mind, bodies, and souls to get people back to their spirit. Me looking inside to myself for anything that I was afraid of, unwilling to face, I faced that. This is a time to have compassion. It's not necessarily personal. At the same time, on a personal level, you might feel confronted with long-standing issues. Everything happens in cycles. 369, I like 3-year cycles. I have some 3-year cycles coming up. I just ended a 9-year cycle. Perhaps things that haunted your subconscious in the past life regression, past life trauma, past life tantra from partnerships, relationships, jobs, creations, ideas, projects that you're holding on to. Anything done prior to 2020, you can cut it and let it go. You can appreciate it and intertwine it into your next set, or you can let it go. This is the thing. This is a time for releasing. A lot of releasing from anything from 2020 because it holds a lot of dead weight. Let that dead weight to make room so you can pivot for these new opportunity, these new people, places, and things. Being a part of a movement, a mission, a journey, someone's Dharma, someone's soul purpose is going to allow us to bridge the gap for our children. This next phase is Operation Peter Pan. Operation Peter Pan. That means save the children. Come back and save the children inside of you. Then being able to communicate to the children that's coming through so that they can have the breadcrumbs and seeds to be able to navigate through the overflow or flood of emotions, information, knowledge, stimuli, tantra, trauma, all happening at the same time. Perhaps things has hunted from the subconscious past. To ease the strain, it helps to know that the healing is a long process. It's lifetimes. Remember that there's no need to take action now, but it's time to allow yourself to grieve or experience the anger, the sadness that you weren't able to before. Like honestly operating inside of your vibrations or your energies, emotions, just observing them, doing it preferably in nature. That's one of the things we used to do with MSG, right? We used to take our clients out to nature and they were talking and they would talk about the things that's going on that they had. I would do what a boyfriend or a rebound guy would do, right? I would be that being, or a BFF, a girlfriend. I would sit there, I would listen, but I would be listening to the soul or the sound, and I'll let the words fall upon the trees. I'll let them catch the hot air. So being able to experience those emotions out in nature, in the confidence of a dope moderator, coach, aka therapist. Shout out to Naisha, one of the dopest, divinest therapists in the land. My sister, congratulations on your documentary, and it's well deserved. I told you it's going to be many, many blessed 1 billion times over, because you've seen us and you've been seeing us since we've been little kids. So thank you. I appreciate you, sis. It's essential to be able to feel your feelings so that you can heal. It's essential to be able to feel your feelings so that you can heal. This influence might be subtle and it may not even affect you personally, although you may notice it in family and friends. However, it's possible that it can feel like the structures holding our lives together are crumbling. In this case, have faith. Shout out to Pop Smoke. Like, yo, the people that transition in the past 3 or 4 years, they're going to be around. They're going to be the new parables. They're going to be the new prophets. They're going to be the ones that we make stories after, creativity after. Shout out to having faith over fear. They can't exist in the same realm, not in the same breath. They're too far from the different spectrums. And this is the thing. This is the perfect time to be in faith. However, it is impossible that it can feel like the structures of a life are holding together, crumbling. In this case, have faith that this transformation will result in something new and something greater for you. It has to. Something new and greater for you. Know that it's better to create a new solid foundation than to try to hold on to something old that seems to be falling apart. Renounce the need to complicate things. Renounce the need to complicate things. Letting go is the only true option. Surrendering to this moment of being, knowing that what's here for me is going to be here, what's not here for me is going to go. Like that fear, and having people hold that fear over you is a very interesting thing that attaches more fear to it. During this time, we may ask ourselves, am I willing to face the suffering and devastation that I can see? Am I willing to face the suffering and devastation that I see? And can I allow myself to grieve what's passing away, even if I want to help or rescue it? As a reflection, mentor, father, divine leader, spiritual leader, shaman, like I have a lot of vibrations that I know I've planted enough seed, and I know that the others have to water, and I just have to steadfast and be there when the seed is needing more planting, or when they're ready to uproot and put into a bigger pot. This is an opportunity to witness the shadow sides of the world or of your own life with courage and compassion. Courage and compassion. Ideally, we can allow ourselves to fully feel whatever comes up for us and can surrender to those feelings. Learning how to surrender to pain, my Tantra and business and divine reflection, Mahatma Starseed, we were just talking about choosing pain. Like a lot of people see this tattoo that I got, it's a pain, and I'm gonna have more tattoos. Pop Smoke had faith across his eye. Like this, you choose your pain, and while you're getting that tattoo, you can think about those moments, because it's an exchange of energies. And if you're strong enough, you can converse with somebody. This is your chair, you can communicate. It's like a personal therapist moment. And it's with the tattoo, you're releasing so much energy, and you're able to experience it without being judged. So even if you feel powerless to do anything about them, surrender to the feelings, because it allows you to surrender to all of the spectrums, to all of the emotions, the energies, emotions that will allow you to receive the creative stimuli, both Tantra and trauma, to align into your truth in the middle of that. And this is where forgiveness and compassion comes into place, and courage to fight for the things that's worth fighting for. Shout out to Ebony, Queens Recognize Queens. Shout out to the divine matriarchs of my family, Dolores, Morgano. Shout out to her mother, Dutta, aka Mama. Shout out to her aunts, Philly. Like, shout out to the divine feminine and energies, the divine energies that have been surrounding our frequencies and energies. Shout out to Renee. Shout out to these awesome energies, and we appreciate the forgiveness and acceptance into the kingdom. Like, we appreciate the forgiveness and acceptance of the solutions and ideas to allow our children's children to be in a position where their voices are heard and their grieves are taken into consideration, and their thoughts and their feelings are being listened to, because a lot of us, we're experiencing trauma because we wasn't listened to, we wasn't really heard, like unless we were surrounded with our peers they were going through the same thing, so we were womb bonding or trauma bonding. And then we got these moments where we could rebel, and then we was all the way to the right and we were tantric bonding and creating all this. So alignment is the assignment. And I'm coming out of, for those that have been watching me for the past several, especially for the past year, right? For the past year, I've been coming out of 7 months of chaos, right? Where everything that I've has to go away. And prior to that, I always go through these chaotic moments, they cycles. So now I'm going through major life changes. The 3 cycles that I'm in right now, 3 6-month cycles right now, I'm gonna show y'all on the app. Major life changes, expanded uniqueness, and expansion of home. So for those that don't know, I'm expecting my 8th child. I'm also going back to Virginia, the DMV area, to pick up my 2nd oldest and my 1st oldest. They both looking to graduate from high school during the summertime. They graduate from high school. They come with me as we make our way back up to the East Coast, to Jersey, to welcome in. Shout out to Ox153 on IG. Make sure you check him out tomorrow at 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. But his first seed, his first legacy is coming in. So we got a baby shower, and then head back to the West Coast to establish some foundations and some grounds with my children, my seed, and the community that I have around me, so that we can be able to start all experiencing these vibrations. Like everybody around me experience these. I'm reading these on Instagram Live, because if you're in the sound of my voice and in the sound of our frequencies, and any of this resonate with you, more than likely you're going to be experiencing some of the runoff, or more than likely you're in the same cycle, because these are cyclic. So the more you know about yourself, the more that doors start to open up, opportunities. You start to see situations where you can find solutions. I'm excited because this cycle is an opportunity to evaluate where we're going and to make changes if we're not happy. We think about our major decisions that we made at the age of 29 or 30 and where they have brought us. If we currently fulfilled and empowered, then renew our purpose and commit to what we want. Renew your purpose. Knowing your Dharma or your soul's purpose matters. Mine, I'm here to leave a legacy, a message, a mission that's different than anything that's ever been here, so that my children can have the bridge. And then I'm doing this by helping at least 2.7 billion people to find their bridge. Like, find your bridge. Find you. Like, I help them. At least 10% of that 2.7 billion would be a dope-ass underground railroad that will be, instead of underground, high vibrating railroad that can navigate in and out of the 3D, 4D, 5D as Gaia and the rest of the galaxy elevate to a higher state of knowing and awareness. I'm ecstatic about this position that we're in. And these are the same things I talked about 10 years ago, same things I'm talking about now. And now I get to talk about it with a more, it sounds like what I'm saying now sounds like prophecies, because it's happening. It's the reality we created. So it says, however, if we're stuck in something that's not working or feels unsatisfying, that we may be made clear right now. We'll encounter obstacles, limitations, or just that feeling that we're weighed down by our burdens. The purpose of these messages is to help us let go of what isn't working and make drastic changes. Listen, the sense of urgency that matters right now for me in my house, you don't have to take the sense of urgency. I know that I get divine messages from the ancestors. I know that I was in a very special place over in the Bay, very, very sacred ancestral place. And I know I came back with very intentional messages. Come get your children and bring them back so that you can bring a passageway for your family, friends, and loved ones as they can exodus out of Babylon that may be crushing, and have homes, hubs where they can be themselves, have communities where they won't be judged for their identity, their gender, their spiritual awakening, their thoughts, their, like, anything that doesn't align with the third dimensional way of living. We're creating safe havens for that. I met Naisha, I met Ox, I met Mike, Naisha's husband, at one of the safe havens that's smack dab in the middle of the hood, but it's a frequency that's around that house that no one's fucking with. And whoever tries to fuck with it, you will lose something. Best believe. So in that understanding, we're super excited to commit to our mission. We're super excited to discuss the things that are going on in this pattern. We're galactically aligned with the frequencies of ancestral energy. We know what we don't want, which allows us to feel what we do want. And being able to release and cut away generational curses from 20 generations is the whole reason why we're doing this. And we're making sure that our children and our children's children are in a position for them to be able to receive the vibrations and the sounds that we're giving off. So this is a sobering time. We won't be allowed to slide by. This is a sobering time we won't be allowed to slide by. We may be tempted to abandon our dreams because they feel impossible, or we'll try to escape responsibilities, avoid facing the truth. Don't give up. Be real and authentic with yourself about what's working and what isn't, and take decisive action to fix it. The only mistake is to do nothing, maintain our status quo, and remain unhappy. Commitments are powerful and magical in this cycle. It's better to decide on something to focus on rather than obsessing about whether it's the right choice. Yo, find what makes your vibration dope. Like, I love free flow. Like, I'm gonna show y'all something. I truly love free flow. Like, I enjoy being able to channel. I love being able to channel, and then in the channel, I love being able to deliver messages. So most people call it hip hop or music. I call it me. Mighty body may hung, mighty potty may hung, mighty potty may hung. Hare Krishna, give them vision. People perish from lack of vision. Go get it. Understanding, I'm giving them something with it. I be splitting seeds like Noah, throwing up the seeds like my brother. Knit to the seeds in the hustle you be. Ever miss Jesus, Yeshua, that's 3 to 3, the Trinity, that's Mother, Father, Son, and the energy. I catch the beat, what is into me, nothing but the flow and the void. Happiness, understand all the toys. I catch the energies, do a beat, do a dance in the A-Town stomp, do that Little John say, hey, hallelujah, okay, yeah, bina, kita. I feel it in that hook, my throat chakra. Open up what I told ya. I'm speaking truth, I'm transforming vulture. Opportunistic little being. I understand all my dreams. Then I wake up and then I pray. Every day I meditate just to elevate all of this. Listen, I manifest anything that see, or I want to cross the sea. I gotta have another C, like compassion, courageous, conscious. Content is everything, content is queen, content is everything, contentlessly. Consciousness is heavy. So we're gonna see what I just did was a free flow, right? Of a bunch of words that I heard the beat in the background before it came, and I moved the words around. But it's channels. I like the flow. I like to creatively express myself. I took some of the words from the words of the pattern. Yesterday I did it with the tarot cards. So just a quick wrap up, man. Like, I'm back on the East Coast, connecting with my nations and tribes, those that know that they're due. Not reparations where you're waiting for someone to give you, where you're going around collecting your assets and resources that say NFT. I said, I'm getting my legacy over currency. So currently I'm focused on 5 degrees of separation. Stop, I say to my Haitians, oh my God, yes, I'm unite the nation. So call me UN, I'm a Baba, I'm a father, a dada, a mother, a sister, non-binary. I'm balanced like that guy Prince. It's kind of scary. Oh no, it's kind of clarity to me. See, I want a legacy over everything. Oh my God, I got to let the heavens sing me. Calling on Bob with a pointing. Bina, Hare Krishna, Jah, Hare Krishna, Jah, Bina, Kita, Bina, Kita. I had a nigga say like, yo, he's like, yo, what's up with that chanting? I'm like, yo, raise your vibe. It's high frequencies. Everything that I wear has energy, thoughts and things that's less blood clots. Peacock pie, right with the tiger's eye. Psilocybin, oh my God, I be transforming, like Optimus Prime's 369. I'm Tesla of my time. Black this, a black that, black is a crown. I'm aboriginal, turn that frown upside down. I got a nation, leave a legacy for my children and my children and my children's children. Legacy over currency. So focus on my strengths, not my weaknesses. Gary Vee told me about that, but Bob told me about the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, universal mind. I say, listen, everything is aligned and it all's intertwined. So my thoughts, feelings, and emotions going up and down like the ocean or like a roller coaster. Six Flags. Understand, I am a great dad and a mom too, cause I am so humanly possible. HUE. Whole spectrum of the rainbow, see, colorful, hippie, peace shit. Yeah, quantum hippie shit, believe that. Peace, no peace, KNOW. No justice, no peace. Say you gotta know justice and no peace. Say you gotta know the justice to no peace. Say you gotta know the justice to no peace. So listen, look, if you down for this tribe shit, man, and you ready to fill out the questionnaire, yo, send us a message, man. Share this to share this to 5 people, man. Share this to 5 people. We appreciate you. We got some great things coming down the pipeline, and I'm grateful for the people that have been watching the journey. We're about to go to our next chapter, and we definitely want to take y'all along with us. So we have a 33-day chakra alignment program for those that want to get introduced to us. That starts at $333, and we have a 66 journaling manifesto where we show you how to journal and use your creative abilities, along with social media to pull into your reality the things that you desire and to raise your frequency so that you can go into the 99-day challenge, which allows you to identify and attract your community, your conscious community of unity. That shit is lit. I've created communities. My latest community that we've attracted and created has been the Bay Area community that we're looking to get back to by mid-September to get out to, shout out to Bryson Tiller, Erica Baidu, some other great talent that's going to be out there in the Bay Area in Cali in mid-September. So get my children out and around that atmosphere and energy and those frequencies so that can be a part of history. Doing that, yo, it took a lot. It took a lot of intention. It wasn't easy, but it was definitely worth every bit of it. I actually be performing with Londrell October 23rd, opening up with a meditation and sound healing session with my David Compound that's out there in the Bay, connected with a Tai Chi teacher. He'll be joining us, Santo Soul. So I'm really excited about what we're doing to where our native, our ancestors are. Shout out to the Ohlone tribe. Shout out to the they came to me a couple days ago, the Chiricahua tribe from the Apaches. I know how to reverse engineer vibrations, and when you learn how to reverse engineer vibrations, the ancestors never stop talking, ever. So listen, if any of this resonated with you, email us at that's the letter I, am Elijah, ELIJAH Morgano @gmail.com. That is the guy who we laid to rest last October. A lot of people know this vessel and spaceship that we're in. We channel him from time to time. So I am Elijah Morgano @gmail.com. Also send us a message on here. Like I said, we're grateful to be in this position and enjoy the ride. Y'all stay blessed and highly flavored.